Yeah, man. I feel like the church is where you got to start. You gotta go to the church and tell them old school guys, man, that's not it. People ain't listening to you because, boom. You can't tell, but he got the beige towel on his shirt.
Sweat, it'd be right.
Got to get the shoes and the beige towel, and you're done. He's there.
That was quick.
No, yeah, I think after a certain age, if most men aren't already married, then they're, if they haven't been married for all of this time, then, maybe they're used to all the options they have and playing around with them. And maybe they don't want to, whatever. But it just seems like, at this stage too, they're just, most people seem to be coupled up, and, you either waiting for the wife of a really good man to pass away for him to be single, or for something else to happen. That's it. Because it's different from like 20 and 30, right? That's different because everybody's out. They all trying to, what you say, Donna, trying to put it together by this time because they think they're supposed to be together. But yeah, after another age, it's like you just assume everybody's married, and if they're not, then you just
they in the middle of the divorce. I'm just staying at the house until Thanksgiving.
I can't believe you said the wife of a wife of a really good man that dies. Yeah. That's the time you get a good guy.
Yeah. You waiting for somebody to die or to be found
yeah.
Because by this age, everybody got a story or something, and you got. It's a shame, but sometimes they say you shouldn't, but you have to take what you sometimes can damn get.
Yeah, if that's what you're in the business for. But most women who've been married are, I don't even know if I can say most, a lot that I know are not willing to deal with that. If you've gone through a marriage and you've, come through and you see the other side and you see what it's like without having to compromise with all kind of stuff, then that's not an easy thing to fall into again.
And you tell somebody you're a comedian and you going all the time. It's like, don't ask me where I'm at, when I'm coming back, how long, who was there, who I was talking to, what am I going to eat? You at home with a whole refrigerator, pots and pans.
Right.
Don't ask me.
That's a life. Yeah. But you know what? I will say, there could be a little bit of an intimidation factor if you were dating a woman who was a really good comedian. Because if you're a normal person, you're not going to win any battle from a communication wise with this woman. And she has the ability to go on stage and just drag you in front of all of these people. And that's her job. Mm-hmm. So you really can't, say, hey man, I need you to stop that. Well, they like it. I'm not stopping nothing that my fans like, so I will take a nod and say that could be a little intimidating.
It probably is. I mean, I'm not completely without companionship. Yeah. This person they understand that I travel and I'm gone. This person is very busy themselves because they're a business owner. And so it's like, I think they understand.
Right.
And that's half the battle.
Mm-hmm.
But, I said, I'm not the one to sit in the house and, bring you plates and watch TV every night. I can't do that.
Yeah. That's a waste of your talents and gifts.
Right.
And I mean that like completely, man. I think that's such a small set of, things that you eliminate just being at home and doing that. I mean, like you said, you wouldn't have blossomed as a comedian but I will say it was probably in God's plan for you to go through that, because now you have this collective huge amount of just writing material that you don't have to really get any inspiration outside yourself.
In fact, just was it September? I took a solo show writing workshop to try to develop my solo show. And, there's a lot of young folks that's doing stand-up comedy, of course. But when you get this age, you got so much stuff to talk about.
Right.
So much stuff.
Yeah.
And my experience is so different from somebody else. I mean, one thing I love dropping this when I go to shows, especially a new place. When I open my mouth and say I work at NASA, they what? They never expect that.
Yeah.
Oh, you thought I was gonna come up here and talk about sucking dicks? No.
And that's what I'm saying. Your experience, I think, would be much more authentic than a younger. I'm 35, so I have a little bit of life experience, but it's not. I got to go to my childhood. I got to go to my high school years, college years, and that's still small. Where you've been married for 20 years. You work for NASA for 20 years. Man, that's a lot of life experience.
A lot. Yeah. That's a lot to talk about.
You have a defined point of view.
I love to watch the mouths open.
Yeah. Because they probably like, how the hell did she get the job in NASA? I ain't got a job.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Is this you?
Yes.
Ooh,
yes.
Awesome.
Data by day.
They did a story on me right around the beginning of the pandemic. It was some people outside of the NASA gate taking pictures, and I don't know. We got into a conversation. They were like, I don't know how we got in there talking about comedy, but somehow we ended up there. And they're like, "Oh, we want to do a story about you." I'm like, "Okay,
that's dope."
Yes,
this is fire.
Oh my God,
I'm not gonna lie. We cut to a NASA interview. Hey, Donna, we have a group of we got a guy that's waiting outside, ready to interview with you. When I checked his resume, it didn't really have any data analysis on it. It just was a bunch of jokes. Do you mind interviewing this gentleman? Just to check him out. And he is a great personality.
Okay, I'll talk to him.
Okay, let me grab him in a second. Thank you for interviewing him for me.
Okay.
Tyler, the comedian, you can come in now.
Hey, how's it going? How's everybody in here?
We're good.
We're good. Everyone's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Yeah. So, a little bit about me. I am looking for a job at NASA. It's not going great.
It's not.
They have a lot of jobs. No, they have a lot of jobs there, but nothing that I can do that well. So I'm just applying for everything and hoping that something.
Well, sir. I mean, thank you for applying. But we just need someone to wipe down these knobs in this shuttle.
Oh, okay. Wipe stuff down. I think I could be more like someone that gets to hang out and does cool things. Like a friend who just there for conversations and lunches and parties and things like that.
Sir, I need you to know quantum physics if you're gonna come inside this shuttle too.
Oh, I don't know quantum physics. But I'm like a pretty good party guest. I have I know some card tricks. But does that kind of quantum physics when you make a card disappear?
That's real sweet. Does anyone else on the panel have questions for this?
Yes, I have a question.
Yeah,
I was doing some background checking on you, and I noticed that you have a TikTok channel, and you were making jokes about the moon.
Yeah. Make sure you guys follow me. Tyler the comedian _6969X. Yeah, make sure you follow me.
Yep. My question, I guess I didn't really explain it well, is why do you want to work for NASA?
Because it's cool, man. You know, space stuff. Like, ever since I was a kid, you know, I've always kind of wanted to go into space. So I figured this is the next step, you know.
So you're sure it's not just you want to get on the inside of NASA and find out information about what's going on and tailor that to your new comedy bits on TikTok and what is this, the Funny Bone?
I got a question, if I may. And I was sitting in the back there, not really on the panel, but in my opinion, we need someone who can roast the flat earthers, and no one else in this team has really been bringing the heat. Can you do that? Can you give the flat earthers what for?
The business.
The business, as we say here in NASA.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know, like you guys haven't been able to roast them yet. You guys have tried, and it's not
we
gone
throw
well.
Facts and figures. It's all we know.
Yeah,
but maybe you can bring something
and
different.
Quantum physics.
Quantum physics, string theory,
gluons and mesons, son.
Satellite photos of other planets and galaxies. None of that stuff is sticking here.
Maybe you could share a little bit of what you would say if you were roasting a flat earth. Imagine one was sitting here on the council, right? It could be me.
Yeah.
Roast me. Can you roast me? I can take it.
Oh, like okay, you're a flat earther. You know, I'll tell you to go jump off the edge. Go jump off the edge of the earth. Damn. Go find it. Why don't you go find it?
Damn.
Why don't you go punt it out for me?
Damn.
Man, he's a comical genius.
And see.